Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Sacyrus, welcome back to the channel, and a little welcome to my 500 new subscribers. I'll make a separate video saying all the, soppy, thanks for subscribing bullshit soon, but I just wanted to say that I really am grateful. Seeing, the Salmonella video and then the sequel to that video blow up, it's been, it's been amazing, so thank you to each and every one of you. But without further ado, let's just get right into the meat of today's video, the nice, juicy, tender core. If you've been present on YouTube Shorts a bit recently, you've probably seen this guy. This guy's name is Commander Brown. His first name may or may not be Dale. I have not confirmed that yet. And this guy basically posts on this YouTube channel called Detroit Threat Management Center. And he makes these videos that are like how to defend yourself from attackers and how to read an attacker's body language, and it's stuff like that. It's like a self-defense course. The only problem is that this guy has no fucking idea what he's talking about, and some of this advice will probably get you seriously injured or possibly killed. Now, the concept behind this channel, I think, is good, right? It specifically centers around defend yourself from attackers, specifically around the city of Detroit, which, if you don't live in the US, is a pretty notoriously high crime city. And I think that's all very good, and I think it's a good cause. But what isn't good is some of this advice. I really don't think that I'm exaggerating that much in saying that this is one of the most dangerous YouTube channels, because listening to some of this advice could possibly get you unalived. The worst offender to this, and the one that I really want to focus on in this video, is called Do You Know How to Defend Yourself Against a Striker-Fired Weapon? This video has 120 million views. It has like 55 million likes somehow. Or, sorry, 5.5. I just can't do decimals. So I'm not gonna play the whole video here, but basically the scenario is that this guy who's off camera has got a quote-unquote striker-fired weapon and is pinning this guy against the wall. Now, I would like to point out here that Commander Brown here actually goes out of the way to show that if you try to like run or something in this scenario, you're not gonna get away with it. The other guy's reaction time is just gonna get you shot, which is ironic because then what he tells you to do in this situation is to, I shit you not, grab the gun by the slide and like hold the slide back. And apparently that's somehow supposed to prevent you from getting shot, which, okay, there's so many problems with this. First of all, the whole reaction time thing, he shows in the video that even moving his hand like that much is enough time for the other guy to realize what you're doing and shoot you. Taking your hand from here to here is a significantly longer distance than here to here. So the whole reaction time thing that he went out of his way to tell us in the beginning of the video just immediately goes out the window. Not even remotely correct. And then the whole thing with catching the slide as it goes back, that is not how a gun works. Hey everyone, Editor Sacyrus here. So I actually made a mistake in recording this video. I didn't realize what he's doing is pushing the slide back forcefully before the other guy has a chance to fire the gun, and he's not just catching the slide as it's going back after the gun is fired. My bad, I did an oopsie, so the next like minute of this video is just gonna be completely irrelevant and me like not having any idea what I'm talking about, so just feel free to disregard that, but still stick around because there are still a bunch of reasons why this is just awful advice. Just a little bit of an explanation. The way that a pistol like this works is you fire the gun, right? You pull the trigger. There's this little pin inside the gun that punches the primer inside the bullet and the bullet fires or whatever. And then what causes the slide to go back is the gases from the explosion of the bullet, which are channeled into a certain like tunnel inside the gun. And then the pressure from those gases racks the slide back and chambers another bullet, right? That's how like semi-automatic works. If the slide has gone back, the gun has already gone off and you've already been shot. The only thing that you are preventing it from doing is chambering another bullet, which if you've been shot in the chest at point blank range, they're not gonna need another bullet. And then also there's the fact of like, how are are you supposed to time that? The amount of time where the slide is actually like cycling during that gunshot is like less than 1/10 of a second. I'm sure there are some people that could time that, but no, there's not. And then he makes this whole thing at the end of the video where it's like, aha, now that you've caught the gun with the slide back, now you can just wrestle the gun out of the guy's hand who won't try to fight back or anything, apparently. Now you have a gun, and that's somehow supposed to make the fact that you've been fucking shot in the chest any better. It's just, it's not worth it. It's so incredibly stupid, and the fact that this is marketed as like an actual self-defense instructor teaching a self-defense course is dangerous. Like, you get what I'm saying here, right? Where this could, like, I don't know, get people killed. Okay, just think of it like this. Even if you have a pretty good chance of, I don't know, stopping the weapon from firing and fucking wrestling it out of the guy's hand, and now you have the weapon and you're in control or whatever. Think about it like this. Everything in your wallet can be replaced for probably like under $1,000. Well, I mean, unless you're like carrying some massive amount of money around with you in Detroit. You know what is not under $1,000? Getting a new pair of lungs. If someone is like mugging you at gunpoint, just hand over the money. Like, why would you risk your life to save like 20 bucks? I don't get it. What's the fucking point? And I don't know why this is the most viewed video on this channel either, because there are some on these that you could like look at them and be like, yeah, okay, if I was in that situation, like it might be worth it to try and defend yourself, you know? But for this one, it just absolutely is not. And even if this like was a possibility to pull this off, which I'm like 99% sure that it isn't, you would need years of experience to be able to do this smoothly. No one is going to be able to pull this off by watching a 57-second long video on YouTube Shorts. And I dread the day that some poor soul is getting mugged in Detroit and then they just get shot and die because they saw this asshole on YouTube being like, yeah, you can just catch the slide and that'll stop the gun from firing somehow. Jesus Christ. And also, what's the significance of the gun being striker fired? Like, does it having a hammer or not having a hammer make a difference? Because I guess the idea is that if it's like hammer fired, you can just, I don't know, jam your finger in between like the hammer or something, and that would actually stop it from firing. But once again, that's like less than 1/10 of a second. There's no one is gonna be able to time that. Look, I can handle bad advice on YouTube, but it's just when that advice has a serious risk of getting someone killed, it's unacceptable. This channel is unacceptable. Can anyone that has some like actual experience in, I don't know, like the military or like as a police officer weigh in on this? Like, you would agree with me that it's a lot safer to just hand over like whatever, you know, fucking like Starbucks gift cards you have in your wallet over risking yourself getting blown up. Well, that was certainly a trip. And that's kind of all I have to talk about today. Yeah, this guy sucks, and please do not listen to any of his advice. If you want to get advice on how to defend yourself in a situation like this, I don't know, find someone that was like in the military or something. Ask them for like a pointer if you're really so friggin' concerned about that. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. My name's Sacyrus. Peace out. Yeah.